Warmer and sunnier tomorrow, but we have a round of storms moving through that we have to talk about.
I think that a lot of people would feel blessed to know that there's other places to go.
A local nonprofit had a record year helping people experiencing homelessness get off the streets. A look at their progress and the overall issue in Spokane. We are just 3 days away from March Madness in Spokane, and local hotels say demand is through the roof. We'll hear from one of them tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. First up tonight, we hit a whopping 70 degrees today. While it wasn't quite a record, it's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Let's kick things off with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. And Jeremy, the record for tomorrow is very much within reach.
Yeah, tomorrow's record is just 67, and we're going to be even warmer. Mark, your old stomping grounds, Portland, Oregon, what do you think they topped out at today?
Oh, let me see, 72.
80 on March 25th. Incredible. Beautiful shot of Lake Coeur d'Alene. What you couldn't see is the water that looks ever so enticing, even though it's still frigid. 70 degrees here in town, 79 in Lewiston, Walla Walla, Pasco, and even 71 over in Wenatchee. Tomorrow we are even warmer, mid-70s in Spokane and 80 down in Lewiston. Likely some of our first 80s of the year and 75 for us. It is going to be warm as we stay under this ridge of high pressure. This building ridge is quite nice when it comes to getting rid of cloud cover and drying out the atmosphere. However, with those warm temperatures and a little bit of moisture in the atmosphere, what's also likely is that after the sun goes down tomorrow, we'll get this wave moving through. As it hits the region, what is likely is a few scattered showers and storms. 10 p.m.-ish, we're around, mid-50s. So we lose a lot of our energy by the time that moves in. So I think thunderstorms maybe, severe weather not likely, showers Thursday and Friday.
Jeremy will check back in with you later in the show. This weekend, March Madness kicks off in Spokane with the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 rounds of the women's tournament in Veterans Memorial Arena. We have team coverage on how the city is preparing for the busy weekend ahead. We start with KREM 2's Cody Proctor on how local hotels are looking ahead of the weekend. Cody?
Well, with less than 72 hours to go until the first tip-off, both time and hotel rooms in Spokane are running out. And as it turns out, it's not just because of basketball. The Spokane Arena's parking lot may be mostly empty now, but the parking lot at the Ruby River Hotel certainly isn't. And it'll stay that way this weekend when the national spotlight turns to Spokane for the next two rounds of the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament.
So all the teams are coming into Spokane in the next couple days, and we'll be here through the weekend playing to move on to the Final Four.
That's Ruby Hospitality's Dan Zimmer, who oversees hotels such as the Montvale Hotel and Ruby River Hotel. He says most of their 350 to 400 rooms in Spokane's downtown core will be fully booked this weekend and expects to see the same with other hotels. Part of the crunch comes down to the quick turnaround for teams moving on in the NCAA tournament. Some of the teams coming to Spokane include Ole Miss, Louisiana State University, and UConn.
They were just qualifying a few days ago, so their fan base didn't know where they were playing. So they all this week has been kind of crazy with everybody trying to find accommodation.
Compounding the problem, the Pacific Northwest Qualifier Volleyball Tournament continues its second weekend at the Spokane Podium. That event draws tens of thousands of athletes and fans, with around 800 teams playing over 2 weekends. More teams means less room.
All the hotels in the city, for the most part, feel compression from this weekend. Not just the downtown, but into the valley, out to the West Plains, even to Cheney. All the hotels are impacted. And
so for fans trying to find a hotel in Spokane this weekend, good luck, because you're going to need it. Now, for those who are still trying to get a room this weekend, Zimmer advises people to book directly through the hotel's website or go old school instead and call the hotel directly. You could actually have better luck doing that, but be prepared to spend money. A quick search online shows hotel prices in downtown Spokane this weekend are over $300 a night. Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
All right, Cody, thank you very much. A local nonprofit hosted a panel discussion tonight about the state of women's sports ahead of the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 rounds. Our Caitlin Galloway has more tonight.
Spokane's Montvale Events Center was busy Tuesday evening as local organization Spokane Sports hosted Beyond the Baseline, a panel discussion about the current state of women's sports.
I knew women's sports were on a rocket ship ride, investment was coming, and I wanted to be on that train.
That's what inspired panel moderator Jen Barnes to open Rough and Tumble, her sports bar and restaurant in Seattle. Their promise? Men's and women's sports are shown equally on their TVs.
Men and women's sports deserve complete equity and equality when it comes to viewership and fan base. I knew without any question that this was going to be super popular. It took a lot of courage and bravery to step out and be the first one, but time and time again, day in and day out, it's proven to be the right decision.
The panel brought together people with a passion for sports to network, build community, and celebrate progress.
It's incredibly important to be here because, like I emphasized before, the importance of being around like-minded people and in a community of really strong women that genuinely want to see you succeed, and not just the sport, but outside of it too.
Headlining the panel was professional basketball player Sierra Burdick, who, while winning championships and Olympic medals, is also investing in the sport she loves.
The people that I've been able to meet through this game, the places that it's taken me, I've been all around the world doing what I love. It's only right that I give back to the game that's given so much to me.
Burdick also offers a challenge to those who aren't yet women's sports fans or believers.
Just go to a game. Go to a game. If you don't like it, fine. But I don't know of anybody that's actually gone to a women's game, given it a chance, and not love it.
This is the first of several events hosted by Spokane Sports this week, ahead of the Women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games at the Spokane Arena. In downtown Spokane, Caitlin Galloway, KREM 2 Sports.
And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. We want to give you an update on that Amber Alert you may have received earlier tonight. That alert was canceled at around 7 tonight. Deputies told us the missing 8-year-old girl was located and is safe. We are learning a 14-year-old boy has been arrested for the deadly shooting of another teen in Moses Lake on Friday night. We have learned the name of the victim is Mario Amezcua Santoyo, a 14-year-old student at Frontier Middle School. Police say the 14-year-old suspect is from Mattawa and was arrested at the Catholic Hospital in Richland last night. The teen was seeking treatment for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his lower leg. Detectives believe it was self-inflicted during Friday's shooting. The 14-year-old was booked into the Juvenile Detention Center for first-degree murder. Police say 4 other people ranging in ages from 13 to 16 were hospitalized after Friday's drive-by attack. Idaho Governor Brad Little signed a bill into law that would make it so certain women with higher risk for breast cancer will not have to pay for supplemental screenings. The bill will require most insurance companies to cover supplemental breast cancer screenings like ultrasounds and MRIs for high-risk patients. Supporters hope the law will help women detect cancer earlier, possibly increasing their chances of survival. That law takes effect coming up in January of next year. Local credit union Numerica announcing today it is laying off 25 employees, which they say is about 3.5% of their workforce. The credit union says the move is a part of a restructuring plan, noting they are offering severance packages and job placement support for those being let go. In a press release, their CEO said earlier today they deeply regret the need for these layoffs, but they need to adapt to the financial needs of their members, she wrote. All right, that'll do it for your Night Beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. Still ahead tonight, a local organization that helps get people experiencing homelessness help. They helped a record number of people last year. We'll hear from them and someone they helped. Plus, meet the newest member of the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. More on her special job. Don't go to bed. We're back in just 90 seconds.